Hey, this is Tyler with TJack Survival. This video is just basically a trip that we did up Westwater Canyon, a little bit of rafting, so if you want to watch it, stay tuned.
On Friday morning, 12 unsuspecting souls gathered together to hang out with Nancy Siemens as we went down the wonderful Westwater Canyon. As we joined up at Westwater Canyon, we rigged our boats on an empty boat dock, and we had a great time. We sipped some Coke.
As opposed to snorted.
We went for some swims, and then we launched. 1 stand-up paddleboard, 4 rafts, and a whole lot of fun. On the first day, we just meandered on down the river, went through a few ripples, and made our way to the miner's cabin. At the miner's cabin, we walked up, we looked around, and we identified, yes indeed, a miner could have been here. On our way down for the miner's cabin, we decided we were going to look for our campsite. And as we just slowly floated along, we came up to our campsite right above Little Dolores Rapid. River left, nice sandy beach, 15 feet up to a nice plateau, and I'm going to tell you, there's never been a greater night's sleep than right there above Little Dolores.
So what happened the next day?
Well, this is when the next day is when we get fun, we get excited. Because old Rick Starnes and Lee Starnes sitting on their boats with Laura Timby, and Nancy Seaman sitting on her boat with Travis, Tyler, and Shelly Ann. And on my boat, I had the beloved from Louisiana, the one and only Catherine Tolson. And following behind on her stand-up paddleboard was Ashley, our Loa pitcher. And last but not least, we had Jeff and Craig and Matt running the big gray boat. And as we went down and got into Little Dolores, we took that nice sweeping left-hand turn into Little Dolores, and things got really smooth. And as things smoothed out, we said, hey, let's pull off river left. We see a cave, and we get to Outlaw Cave and told stories of the possibility of Jesse James, maybe some Leroy Parker, a little Butch Cassidy, and maybe even a Sundance Kid who could have lived in there. We noticed some 3-button Levi shorts. We see Outlaw Cabin, where we suppose the notorious Jesse James, or possibly the Sundance Kid, may have hung out as they were counting their loot after robbing the trains. When we got back on the boat, that's when the fun began. We went on down around the river as it meandered to the right and then to the left, and then, oh my gosh, you should have seen it. The ripples started to form, the waves started to lap, and we went on down through rapid after rapid after rapid after rapid. We made it through Funnel and Bowling Alley. We made it all the way down through Skull, and that's when the excitement began. Who would have known that a 16-foot Vanguard raft could stand up on end and then on side, and then have good old Catherine Tolson, the one and only beloved that you've just heard about, jumps over to the high side of the raft and goes end over the top with one hand, as a bull rider would hold his bull rope, and she rode through the top of that rapid, kept our raft afloat and upright, and as she went up and over, Ashley, our Loa pitcher, reached on out there with her big left hand, and she reached her arm and pulled her up. That girl's been working out. and she saved our trip through Sock It To Me. We got socked, but we didn't get to me, and it was great. It's not often you get to me'd. We almost did, but not quite. So then we went on down and we made it all the way out and about, and then some people jumped off some cliffs along the way. And last but not least, and most important of all, we sat here below the beloved Star of David. And we baked and baked and baked until we could become as crisp as a Pringle, and yet we loved every minute of it. One of the great trips. And here, my friend, is the captain.
Big cheese.
She who made it all happen. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you for watching TJack Survival. Hats off, partner.